The following marketing information and discussion is provided for informational purposes only. It is not intended to be used as professional guidance or consultancy. You should find an agency for that. Comexis is a digital marketing agency, so feel free to hire us. But otherwise, just enjoy the show.
Hello everyone, welcome to The Buyer's Journey by Comexis, a discussion-based podcast on the ever-changing marketing landscape. I'm Matthew McGroarty, the social media content producer here at Comexis.
I am Len Moore, the managing partner at Comexis.
And I'm Josh Lyons, the digital marketing coordinator here at Comexis.
It is Tuesday, and on Tuesdays we talk about the consideration phase of the buyer's journey. And the consideration phase of the buyer's journey is when somebody is already aware of a problem they're having, or they're already aware of your product and service, and they're trying to find more information about the solutions to their problem, or about your product, service, etc., etc. So today's piece focuses on LinkedIn in particular, and LinkedIn has been having a problem with fake profiles. So Kerry Flynn on Digiday had a fantastic piece on this. I've taken a couple excerpts from that, so definitely go check out their piece on Digiday. It'll be linked in the blog description. But Kerry Flynn spoke to Danny Fountain, who's an account representative at Google, who receives LinkedIn messages on a weekly basis, typically a few times per week, and many of them are from fake profiles. And this is a quote from Danny Fountain. The profiles typically have a very limited information or are duplicates. If I search the name, I'll see a second profile with more complete information. They're almost always asking questions about Google. How do I get hired? Can you review my resume? Can you submit a referral? Some of them are bold and will ask or demand to set up time with me, said Fountain. And this is becoming more and more common for LinkedIn. The professional networking site, which touted 575 million registered members in August 2018, is filled with profiles with multitudes of issues, from profile photos pulled from Google Images to an ambiguous job title at a fake company. And some of them, such as this profile, which Flynn showed an example of Dwayne Johnson with a verified symbol edited into their profile pic. So I'll make sure that's also in the blog description because it's really funny. Even comes with fake verified check marks. And then obviously all of these profiles try and connect with as many people possible as they can, some of which they will just message users, as Fountain mentioned. But one thing that they also mentioned was that you could, if by connecting with all these people, you could then potentially harvest all of their emails and use them through an email list to then send spam emails. So that's kind of one of the reasons that this occurs. And as execs in the industry told GD that while they find LinkedIn to be a valuable tool for the profession to network, keep up on industry news, find people to hire, etc., amount of spam they receive leaves them frustrated. Guys, what do we think about this before I get into LinkedIn's response to all of this?
It's prevalent. I probably get about 5 in marketing, what do they call it? In mail, 5 in-mails a day. Either people trying to connect with me or they're trying to sell us a service. The best one I love is they have fresh SEO leads and they're going to sell us all these leads. And my response, and I've responded a couple times, is I own and run a digital marketing firm. If I am not able to generate my own leads, why would anyone even hire me to start? So why am I buying your leads? So that's kind of what it is. But it's amazing how many fake profiles you have. Normally, you can easily spot it by just the way the image is. It just, something doesn't look right. The ones we historically get hit with are not only by the SEO leads, but we're an outsourcing web company. So they're going out. There's times I've actually went in, like I'll get the message, I haven't checked LinkedIn in a day or two, I'll go click the profile and I'll look at it, and LinkedIn's already removed it. So it seems like LinkedIn is trying to remove these profiles. It's prevalent. It's a ton, and I'll be honest, I think it's one of the reasons why people just don't take LinkedIn overly seriously when it comes to a digital marketing platform. I think there's some stuff that LinkedIn's really, really good for, but the problem I run into with clients in LinkedIn is that while this is definitely one major issue for LinkedIn, the other major issue for LinkedIn is that you just don't generate a real solid ROI for us to be on there. Where a few years ago, I thought you did, but now I think it's coupled between, it's become really cost prohibitive for a lot of clients to advertise. And number 2, the fake profiles are a problem.
Josh, what do you think?
Yeah, well, I think this is a good example as to how, obviously on all platforms you run into problems with people making fake accounts, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and Twitter specifically sort of ties into this example with Dwayne The Rock Johnson with the verified symbol, because a lot of people on Twitter, they'll sort of do the same idea where they'll make a fake profile, they'll change their name, they'll change the handle to make it similar to the person they're mocking, and they'll use some form of an emoji or something in their header pic to basically make it look like you have the verified check mark. Then it allows you to try and break a news or do something to, like, as if you're being that person. You get a lot of retweets, you get a lot of traction, and then you convert that into, like, you trying to sell something. So I see it a lot on Twitter. I guess it makes sense that you see it now on LinkedIn because of the whole professional aspect to it and trying to, convince people to come join you or let them offer you the product or service they have to offer. So yeah, I mean, it doesn't surprise me. People are really good at finding these, like, fraudulent ways of getting away with stuff.
So LinkedIn had a response to Flynn. Paul Rockwell, LinkedIn's head of trust and safety, emailed Flynn saying, quote, "Fake accounts are a violation of our terms of service and we take action against them. When we identify bad actors, we take appropriate action, which often includes a permanent restriction from LinkedIn. We use a variety of automated techniques coupled with human reviewers and member reporting to keep our members safe from all types of bad actors and abuse. If members' accounts encounter something that makes them uncomfortable, suspect someone might not be representing themselves honestly, or see inappropriate behavior like harassment or inaccurate content, we ask that they report it to us immediately and know that they can always block another member or remove a connection." So that's, I guess, a way of saying keeping an eye on it without specifying anything. But, I mean, from what you said, Len, I do believe that they're trying to get rid of all these fake profiles. After all, a huge point of LinkedIn is that you assume everybody who is on there is whomever they are, right?
Well, this is the same company that also said I heard this morning and I was listening to the news. I don't know if I'm right, 535 million registered users, something crazy. And they're really proud about that number. Well, it's crap. I mean, I like to know how many people are actually real and what's fake. So again, this comes back to a conversation that we've had historically about social media, where a lot of social media companies and platforms, they really thump their chest on how many users they have, when the reality of the situation is, I just don't think that that's a metric that's going to be viable going forward. But again, this is a problem, and you do have to wonder if fake accounts, again, I've picked up on the fake accounts with the in-mail messages, but the question is that if you're an advertiser and you're going to spend money on something like this, how many times you're going to get interaction with fake profiles and so forth. So that's something to kind of consider, but it's a problem. But look, fake profiles are all over. They're all over Facebook. They're all over Twitter. I think it's just, it really is what it is, and they have to do the best they can to weed it out. But it almost is a part of doing business anymore online. So
I agree. Well, thank you everybody for listening to today's episode of The Buyer's Journey. Check us out on Comexis.com, YouTube, and anywhere you get your podcasts. And please follow us on Twitter at @buyers_journey. Thank you for listening.